Hello, ladies and gentlemen, dude and dudettes. I'm Matt Baines.
And I'm James Savoy.
Quite poised. Quite poised.
Giggity.
And this is The Burning Truth.
The truth that burns.
That could be said in so many ways, but we are The Burning Truth, and this is the our usual weekly broadcast, which is where we talk all things wrestling and potentially some other topics from time to time. You know, a bit of randoms from here and there and everything. Would you agree?
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with that. How could you not agree with that?
Exactly. And believe me, we do actually have some pure randomness from time to time. But before we get on to any further, shall we get down to our usual schedule thing?
Yeah, I do believe that the following watershed is in order.
Yes.
So, without further ado, I introduce you to my watershed speech.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the following broadcast may contain language, opinions, and topics that may not be suitable for younger listeners or for those that are easily offended. However, I do believe that In the Night Garden is much easier on the eyes and ears, as Macca and Upsy Daisy and Iggle Piggle are our friends.
Huh? And, what? In the Night Garden?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Do you have nephews and nieces, Mr. Burns?
Do have nephews and nieces?
And you don't know what In the Night Garden is?
No.
Really?
Really?
Now the watershed's over, you fucking tool.
What the fuck? I don't know.
You're supposed to sit there and watch everything that they fucking watch.
I don't know. I'm sorry. It's just something I never even heard about.
I have 2 children, and these children are all I ever fucking watched when they were babies.
I think you're on about the Brainwash TV, aren't you? Well, I do Brainwash TV. Brainwash TV.
Oh, I don't know. I just want you to get the In the Night the Garden theme tune after we finish the show, so it gets stuck in your head.
Don't tell me it's as bad as what you mentioned last week.
Oh, you mean the Tweenies?
Oh, for God's sake.
I nearly broke out in song then, and I'm like, no, I don't want to hear it because it will disturb me mentally.
No, I thought I just got rid of it out of my head.
No.
And if I'm not mistaken, you had to inform somebody of what that was, didn't you, recently?
Yeah, I believe it frazzled their brain.
Yeah, it does do that. Anyway, with that being said, I'm just going to be stating also, currently, the Burning Truth is in 100% and full support and will be in full support of backing Black Lives Matter.
We are also advocates for #speaking out.
Yes, we are, and in the regards that we have always got a mic open and always our ears open, ready to listen to anyone's thoughts in regards to them two topics, just as long
as they are not liable or slanderous.
Correct, because we don't want to be sued.
Ka-ching.
Pretty
that
much.
Money sign, that that money noise that you just heard, that would be our money going to whoever sues us first.
It would just be, pretty much just out of the door.
Please, please don't get me sued. No.
No, 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 no.
No. No. No more sausages for you, Mr. Burns.
Anyway. What?
We need more lemon pledge.
Right, okay. Right, anyway. Back to where we were.
Oh, Consuela, I love you so much.
And back to our regular schedule programming. In case just in case you might not have noticed, by the way, you might have just figured out the fact that we're not live.
We are not live because, unfortunately, yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am working again today. Whilst you are listening to this, I shall be walking around a hospital, transporting patients, and hoping to make somebody's day with my banter and
Humour?
wit and charm and giggity.
Pretty much. And the man does hard work. And additionally on top of that, as some of you may or may not know, and if anyone's forgotten, some of you may need to be slapped for forgetting what day it is today.
Yeah, if you are not aware, it is a Saturday.
That it is, when we're doing the recording. But this episode will be out on a very special day as well.
Oh, yeah. It's not Independence Day, is it?
No.
Christmas?
No.
Easter?
3 strikes, you're out.
Oh, really? Can I have one more guess?
One more guess.
Summertime.
No, completely gone the wrong direction. It is none other than...
Oh, God. I seriously had a comeback for that then. Seriously. It was so good that I'm going to have to tell you.
Go on.
I was going in the wrong direction. But guess what, Mr. Burns?
What?
There is only one direction.
Just now. No. No.
Over.
That was a dad joke.
Oi! Don't grief the dad jokes.
What? I'm not. I'm just saying that's a dad joke.
You were huffing and puffing again.
I'm not huffing and puffing.
You were huffing and puffing.
I'm jealous of you. You're able to do the dad jokes.
Don't you dare edit this bit out.
I'm not.
Square in the goddamn lips.
I'm not going to be editing this out. I'm actually jealous of you being able to do dad jokes. But anyway, it's of course Mother's Day.
Yes, it is being put out on a special day. Mother's Day. Mother's Day.
That it is, and on top of that, I'm pretty sure that most of you, I will be spending time with my family, with my mother. Irvine will be spending some time with his mother when he finishes work, if necessary, probably messaging, and everyone else will be wanting to spend some time with their mothers on this day.
Yeah, they will. And, I'd actually just like to put a special message out to both myself, my own mother and Matt Burns' mother, and that is, why aren't you in the kitchen?
Oh, really?
No, I'm just kidding. Seriously, I am just kidding. That is actually the first time you'll hear me go, whoa, have you seen Matt Burns' mum? She will kill me.
Bearing in mind, she, everyone's just there thinking to themselves, is mum sweet? Yeah, she is. Just don't upset her.
Yeah, I was just about to say, my mum is also very... She does come very keen with a flip-flop.
It's like it becomes like a ninja star.
Oh, yeah. God, yeah. A ninja star, or I remember when I first said my very first swear word.
Oh, no.
No bueno. Yeah, let's just say I said the word shit.
Oh, you mean sugar, honey, iced tea?
Yeah, and I'm so glad it wasn't see you next Tuesday. Because if it had been, it would have been like the scene out of The Shining.
No.
Instead of, here's Johnny,
Oh.
it would have been, let me the fuck in, it's your mother. But yes, I remember saying the word shit and my mum counting to 3 to get my arse up the stairs, and me being as stupid and as brave as I am in real life, I waited until she got to 1 at the bottom of the stairs, and I stopped her dead in the tracks by going 2, 3, and being dead smug about it as well. And I'm not being funny, like, but you don't expect your mother, who is 20 odd years older than you, to run as quickly as she could at that particular moment in time.
Why did I just envision hearing that, that infamous can making noise opening, that why did I just envision that being heard?
Yeah, I just distinctly remember her being hot on my tail whilst I'm trying to leg it up the stairs, and no sooner had I gotten to the top step and trying to scramble through my bedroom door, but my mother had got her hand around my ankle trying to whoop me with a fucking flip-flop.
Oh dear.
Now, if that isn't pure fucking comedy gold, I don't know what is. Also very stupid. I don't recommend it.
Yeah.
And no doubt my mother will be listening to this and having a very good giggle at that. So, love you, Mum.
Pretty much.
And I love Matt Burns' mum too, even though she hasn't made me that sandwich yet. I'm joking. Or am I?
Oh, fighting words there. Fighting words. Anyway.
I'm a dead man.
Yeah, nice knowing you.
See ya.
It's pretty much, it's one of them. As soon as we hear the cat, as soon as we hear the one, we're gone. See you later. Bye. And I think that was last week.
Oh yeah, that was last week. I definitely fired that last shot last week, didn't I, really?
Yeah, it was one of them. As soon as I heard the one, see you later, I'm off. I'll see you. Bye.
Bye. Have a great time.
Pretty much. But anyway.
Let's get back on track now, because I just had to share that story and obviously go off track a little bit, because that's what I like to do. And 1, 2, 3, we're back in the room.
That we are. And of course, we're going to be mentioning about the blog.
About your log?
The blog.
Or is it my blog this week?
Your blog this week.
Oh, you had a log last week, didn't you?
I had a blog last week. You had it this week. It'll be me next week. Probably back to you again. We take it in turns.
Swings and roundabouts, Mr. Burns. Swings and roundabouts.
Pretty much. Although that could be a really, really scary, traumatizing memory. The swings and roundabouts. But anyway, no, we won't go there.
I like where this is going.
No, we won't go there. We can say that probably for another time or for a blog post. Who knows?
Oh, yes.
But anyway, recommend you check out this week's blog. It's really good. Definitely make sure you do it because of a special reason which will be revealed later.
Ka-ching!
Pretty much. But of course, we've also got to mention TBT interviews.
Yes, we have had another guest.
Yes, but we're unfortunately, just to point this out, we're not revealing who it is yet, but it will be revealed on social media. As for when, you'll have to wait and see. But hopefully, if all goes according to plan, the episode will be out Wednesday.
Yes. And why Wednesday?
Why Wednesday? Why not? Why
That's
not?
going on a t-shirt.
Of course.
Along with my other slogan.
You mean the one that you've put on your blog?
Yeah, if you want to know what it is,
check it out.
Read it and you'll find out. If you haven't read it, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Pretty much. But anyway, we digress. But it's interesting to watch. We've already had feedback in regards to the last TBT interview.
Oh.
Which is with Mr. the Dosser King, Charles Kelsey.
Yeah, I'm so glad he never called himself the Tosser King.
The Dosser King.
Yeah, I'm so glad he didn't call it Tosser, because in the UK, you refrain to the word as toss it, as tossing yourself off, as in having a wank.
It's salad.
Yeah, it's salad.
Just salad.
Tossing your salad.
Anyway, all I'm just going to say is we've had some feedback. We even had one person who was mentioned in it turn around and say, "Oh, I remember that memory. I just don't remember the other bit."
Probably you mean the bit after? It's probably because you were comatose.
Or concussed.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And in case you want to know what we are referring to, check out the interview.
Yeah, check it out.
Check it out now. Anyway, we won't go there. But anyway, let's get down to what we're here for. Wrestling. And we've got some topics to cover. We've got some WWE.
Yep.
Be it either some oopsie daisies they've been making lately.
Wow.
And
do you know when Simon Miller's got like his distraction counter on What Culture?
Yeah.
I think if we introduce something like how many cock-ups WWE have made out through the year, I think the number would be greater than that counter that he's on already.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyway.
Pretty much. Good shout out, though.
Good shout out. Love you, Simon Miller. I want to kiss your head.
Exactly. He's awesome. But anyway, that aside, all I'm just going to say is we've got that. We've also got some interesting news involving AEW.
Yeah, AEW.
We've also got we've even got a topic involving Impact Wrestling.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if that one went with a bang as well.
Ooh. We'll get on to that. And we've got to talk about
Jesus.
In WWE, Reginald.
I wonder if he's going to be the
soapbox topic.
Yeah, either that, or I wonder if they are going to make him the next heel pimp.
I have no idea, but we'll get to that.
The whole train.
We'll get to that. We've also got, of course, our epic wrestling moments. And, of course, we've even got some non-wrestling topics.
Yes.
Which will be interesting. But anyway, let's just get down to business, shall we? Where shall we go to first?
WWE. Let's get it out of the way. Let's rip the Band-Aid off, because I fucking loathe.
Yeah, exactly.
WWE.
We'll get the worst out of the way, which is WWE. What mistakes have they made this week or recently?
Oh, let me see. Would it have something to do with Andrade?
Oh, there's that one.
Oh, so there's more than one.
Oh, there's more than one. But we'll mention the Andrade first.
Yeah. So, what is the Andrade situation?
The Andrade situation is the fact that they've got nothing for him. He's now essentially sitting at home doing nothing.
Like a few others.
Yes, and Charlotte is even trying to put ideas forward for him, possibly even having him, her working with him. Nope, that's been fired down. Nope, that won't work. Nope. And do you know how bad it's gotten?
It's gotten so bad that Matt Burns is going to explain it to you because I fucking forgot.
Basically, it's gotten so bad that Andrade is now getting fed up of basically being waiting around and doing next or nothing. He's actually asked for his release.
I'm going to be honest with you. I said it to you earlier. I saw it coming. And I am not going to lie. I can see many others following in his footsteps.
Yeah, you can. He's asked for his release. However, we've already got the answer to that already. He's asked for his release. And do you know what WWE said?
No.
Pretty much. Meaning, they're not going to let him go either. Now, straight away, he's now currently unhappy, which means either WWE's got two choices. They're either going to go down the route of, oh, let's work this out, let's discuss it between each other. Why are you unhappy? How can we make it a more better working environment? How can we make it more better to make you feel comfortable to be here?
Give me fucking matches. Give me something to fucking do.
Or is WWE going to do what they usually do?
Oh, I really just don't know.
Which is, no, stay at home, do nothing, and then wait for your contract to die out, and then we'll ask if you want to renew it.
And how long has Andrade got on his contract?
Currently, I don't know myself yet.
It's a shame that we don't know these details, but part of wrestling that I used to love was the not knowing. But it's just a shame that it's come down to this. I'm glad that we know certain details about things, but at the same time, I'm a bit sad because it's kind of ruined the magic for me.
It does, but the problem is, at this moment in time, is the odd thing about it is there is one contract that we could discuss a bit later that could be running out soon, potentially soon, that I know about, which could be in 2 months' time.
O'Dallis?
No. Even though he somehow survived many, many levers and is sitting at home doing nothing for a long time. Anyway, back in the room.
Matt Burns, this is not an ASMR show.
No, I know. But anyway, back into the room. The idea being is the fact that he's unhappy and he wants to move. And bearing in mind the fact that there's another wrestler who's already got 2 months left on his contract that we know of. And do you know how we know this? Because from a message from one of the members of FTR at AEW. Because they actually put out a shout out to him. And he says, but then again, we'll have to wait 2 months when you can actually speak to us. Because there might be an actual ban between communication between wrestlers from WWE and AEW.
See, now that's wrong. You can't stop people talking to who they want to talk to.
But open on social media, they're not allowed. Cause, yeah. And in case you wonder who I'm referring to, if anybody's been watching it on Twitter, that would be none other than Chad Gable.
Oh, honestly, I hope he goes to AEW. Chad Gable deserves so much better.
I get what you mean.
So much better.
The question is...
So much better. He's such a...
Yeah, he's such a good talent, but the problem that we've got is with the situation is we don't know exactly what the current figures are, what they've been planning out. Has it been renewed? Has it not? He might have already renewed it, but it might not be public knowledge.
I doubt it. If anything, people like Chad Gable, they need to go to AEW to reinvent themselves and pick up the career, because it's not good. It's not good just having this talent sitting there at home just because Vince McMahon can't, tap inside that skeletal fucking skull of his and just go, I know. Let's not call him Shorty G, and let's give him some good storylines.
You had to mention the name that he... No. You had to mention that, didn't you?
Yeah, Shorty G spot. It's just so fucking terrible. I hate it.
Let me just point this out, ladies and gentlemen. He mentioned Skeletor. He is referring to the master villain of, I believe, He-Man, who was played by Dolph Lundgren.
Such a dick move.
What?
I hope she cuts you,
What do you mean?
Well, I also do remember receiving a message of a picture today saying that somebody was trying to pretend to be me.
I have no idea what you're on about.
Oh, you will.
I have no idea what you're on about.
Yeah, you do.
But anyway, you and your, I believe your number one fangirl you're referring to?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Number one fangirl in the world.
Who has
I can't sing because I got a terrible fucking voice.
Who will probably be, if they were listening to this moment right now, be, fangirl and intensifies. No hint there.
Probably.
But anyway, that aside. But anyway, we've got the whole contract thing and Andrade being unhappy. WWE, do something about it. You won't be keeping your talents. But the problem is, at the same time, what I don't want to see is WWE be hiring people then just keeping them sitting at home doing nothing because, we don't want them working for the competition. Why the hell are you hiring them in the first place just to hinder them? You're not doing wrestling a favour. You are hindering it.
Exactly.
It's number one rule of progress.
Don't be a dick.
Why are you being a dick, WWE? Why are you being... What? You know what? It's official. WWE, why are you being sad on independent wrestling?
Yeah, why are you being sad on the indies?
Why are you being sad on wrestling as a whole?
Even though I did say that indie wrestling has kind of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know.
We know.
Yeah, but anyway, point being is, indie wrestling is getting bigger, but the point being is, why are you stopping talent from being able to be able to work? Because answer me this, if they're actually out there working and building on their craft, while they're out there wrestling and getting better, when you actually do get them back again, what would that mean? They're even bigger and better. If they're sitting at home doing nothing, are they getting any better? Oh no, we want you to train at home, train, do nothing, not be on TV. That doesn't help, and in fact, becomes very, very frustrating.
So I want our listeners around the world to tell us in experience of American football or football when you've or ice hockey or whatever sport is the main sport in your country. How many times have you seen it where a player has been ousted from a team because he thinks he's bigger than the club or, team that he plays for?
Yep.
So what I'm getting at is that there are certain wrestlers in the WWE that believe that they are bigger than the company. Charlotte Flair, Randy Orton. Oh, sorry. I had a little tickle in my throat there. So
Yeah,
we got
a frog in your throat.
Yeah, we've got a frog in my throat. So, you've got certain wrestlers that think they're bigger than that. And, clearly Vince panders down to them. We've seen it too many times. John Cena.
Subtle.
So, hasn't it?
Subtle.
Fuck me, that was a sneeze and a burp at the same time, that was.
Yeah, it was. Quite subtle as well.
Yeah, okay, it's really subtle. So, the WWE panders down to these, and it makes them too big, and it makes them believe they're untouchable. So then we move down the card.
Mm-hmm.
We move down the card of WWE, and, they do believe... Are you taking a piss?
No. I was just pouring a drink.
Please give me warning next time.
Just pouring a drink right now for us.
Would you wish to be the new Ivana Tinkle?
No.
Then don't ever do that again.
I apologise.
You're not allowed to drink.
What do you mean?
Rude.
I was thirsty.
Hey, on Friday, nice to meet you.
That was a bad... More dad jokes. Keep them coming.
Yeah. Don't make sense. Got you again.
That one I will say got me.
So, anyway, we moved down the card, and you've got your mid-carders and your low-carders trying to move up through the ranks. Now, you've got the selfish people all the way at the top. All the way at the top.
Yeah.
Putting in poor performances, but because they are selling T-shirt, merch, and other stuff,
yep.
They can't get a look in. And they sit there and they go stale and stagnant. People like back in the day, just try to, people like Finlay.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be getting a massive push, and things happened, died off. Another push.
No. I'm going to have to pause you there. Do you know why that actually ended?
Oh, for God's sake. Here we go with Matt Burns' facts.
It's because somebody in top brass thought he looked too old.
Yeah, well, there you go. But there we go again. He was a mid-carder getting a push. All of a sudden, somebody up top goes, no, he looks too old.
I don't know. We're talking the very top.
Gets slapped down. Just because he looked too old.
Yeah.
And yet we had Ric Flair wrestling in his fucking 60s.
Mm-hmm. Who, by the way, has actually tried to he's got cleared from his own medical doctors to wrestle again. However, WWE have turned around and said, no.
No, you can't retire again, you fucking soft old prick.
Yeah.
No offence, of course. Even though that comment was warranted because you really pissed me off with your comments the other week.
But anyway, if you want to know what they are, check out last week's episode.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, like I say, though, you've got the mid-carders and low carders suffering because the top carders are, holding them back. And then when the WWE say to them, we've got nothing for you, they expect them to just keep sitting there doing nothing.
Pretty much.
Or sitting at home and or they just disappear off your screens and you're like, about 6-7 months down the line, do you remember when Bo Dallas did this? Or do you remember when Bray Wyatt did that? And, it's just, the list is fucking endless of how many wrestlers it's happened to. And they've all gone off, done their own thing, and become bigger and better than what they were at the WWE. And Vince doesn't like it.
Pretty much.
And I don't give a fuck if that's slanderous or whatever, because at the end of the day, it's a fact. It's a fact. You can see it happening I don't need to look into the future. I don't need to be able to be an insider to know this shit because you can see it.
Yeah.
I got fucking guys.
But this is sounding really familiar.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's, the previous generation not letting the new generation into the top of ranks, and people getting stifled, getting upset. They weren't going anywhere. Ended up leaving, going to another company. You have heard of the infamous, Batman quotes. Sometimes if you stay around, you could be the good guy at the start, but sometimes you can stay around long enough to become the bad guy.
Yep.
That might be happening right now with WWE. Now, where does that sound familiar? The whole, past generations not letting the new generation come into play. It wasn't like there was an old company. There wasn't a wrestling company in the past that put a lot of wrestlers under, I believe, creative control contracts.
Yeah.
Or does that not ring a bell? Or if you want me to be more precise, WCW.
WCW.
And what happened?
Went it up.
WWE almost now making similar mistakes a little bit.
Yeah, it's almost imploding on itself, isn't it, really?
And the problem I have with this is the fact that they keep bringing Goldberg back.
Yeah. Considering that not long ago he said, I've got one more ass kicking in me. And next thing you know, 4 or 5 more ass kickings later,
I got one more ass kicking.
I got another ass kicking left, and then you get beaten.
And then I got another ass kicking.
And then I got another ass kicking. Even though I did nearly kill The Undertaker.
It's just getting to the point where it's just becoming one more match from one person.
Yeah, and as much as I always wanted to see Austin get back in the ring, I now appreciate what he is saying, not just because of his health, but obviously because he doesn't want to fall into the bracket of your Brock Lesnar's, your John Cena's, The Rock's, Goldberg's, Undertaker's.
Yeah.
The Undertaker's done the right thing now by retiring for good and saying no more matches.
Yeah.
And the best thing I like about, The Undertaker is that he says what he means and he means what he says.
Unless someone calls to call him.
Yeah, I think he's made that pretty abundantly clear that's not happening this time.
Hopefully.
No, I don't think it will. He is far too old now.
I'm just saying, hopefully. He's ended on a good note. You've done your time. But anyway.
Yeah, don't do a Ric Flair.
No. But anyway, let's move on to the next subject, because we are a bit behind.
That's your fault.
Okay. Anyway,
I win.
Let's. No, we're not going on to that one. Just no. Anyway, next topic is the fact that how can WWE make this bit of a goofball mistake? Oh, I know how they could have done that. If they actually accidentally fired him in that mass firing that they did a while back. They might have actually fired the person who probably did the arrangements for this. Whoops. And in case you want to know what the mistake is, you've heard of copyright, haven't you?
Yeah.
Or trademarking.
Well, let's blast through this one because it'll take forever otherwise.
Basically, the short-term story is WWE actually own the rights to some of their workers, and unfortunately, they actually had one, which was Dean Ambrose. And unfortunately, because of it, instead of it actually, when it normally is about to expire, they normally renew it, which is an easy transaction. They just say, we won't renew it. Done. Dusted. However, it's now expired. Because it's expired, it means they need to put in a new order for it. However, because when they're making a new order, because that name is linked to a certain person, that means they would have to ask the person, because it's actually their image and everything that will be associated with it, for their permission to use it.
Ka-ching, ka-ching, John Moxley.
Oh dear. Now, where is that going to be a problem?
It could be a problem in so many ways.
Now, in case everyone's just now thinking to themselves, does that mean we're going to be losing him off the WWE Network? No, it doesn't. What it means is basically they can still use they can still use the Dean Ambrose name on the network because that is part of history. That is all past tense. What they will have to cease and do is immediately suddenly stop selling Dean Ambrose merchandise.
No more merch.
No more merch. Because essentially they won't be able to make a profit of it because technically they don't own the trademark. In actual fact, that would be actually up in the air. Now, the difference is if John Moxley applied for it, he's more likely to get it because that is actually linked to him. Now, in this case, WWE's most likely going to have to potentially apply for it and then them say, oh, we need permission of the person who actually was using that name, John Moxley. And WWE have actually now got to ask John Moxley for the permission to be able to trademark his old name.
So the only question that we have here for ourselves and our listeners is, what do you think John Moxley will do? Do you reckon he will just go, yeah, I might go back to the WWE one day, so I'll let them have it? Or can you see him just saying, you know what? No. You kept giving me shit. I couldn't turn it to gold because it was pure shit. No.
Yeah. Or is he going to be saying, can I just put it off this week? You know, I'm a bit busy this week. Or is he going to be just turn around and say, yeah, I'll sign it for a fee.
Oh, yeah, that was the third option.
And bearing in mind that Vince McMahon has been held up for money in the past.
Yeah, well, it's not like he hasn't got any to spend, so let him get on with it.
But
find his treasure chest.
Yeah, but anyway, the point being is, what are your thoughts on that? Interesting thoughts. Shall we get on to the other WWE topic now?
Oh, God, yes, please, hurry up.
Right, I'll be quick. Basically, Reginald in WWE. Why? Why is it that Reginald is now pretty much taking over both? He's actually now on both brands now. He's on both brands because he's now linked to the Women's Tag Team Champions, to Nia Jax, more importantly, because Nia Jax thinks he's cute.
Reginald is cute. He's like a little pug.
And she's buying him suits now as well and rewarding him.
I'm not being funny but I have
no issues with that.
I could see that being funny. You know, I can see this turning into another, my asshole.
What, the fact that if he leaves, she's going to be butthurt about it?
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, but anyway, point being is, and the problem I have with this whole angle is the fact that he's now associated with the Women's Tag Team Championship. And you know what the actual main feud is between Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair for WrestleMania is?
She called her a nasty name, and now they're in a feud.
There is the obvious answer that, Bianca Belair won the Royal Rumble and she's done one contender, she challenged and everything. Yeah, simple, easy. Nope, it's because Sasha Banks is now, got Reginald costing him in matches. So in actual fact, because Reginald keeps hanging around Sasha Banks, so in actual fact, basically it's about Reginald. So why is Reginald involved with the Tag Team Champions and is now also involved in the SmackDown Women's Championship as well? And, oh, by the way, wasn't Reginald fired recently?
And what were he fired for?
Oh, that was it. He was fired by Carmella because she was hanging around Sasha Banks. And you think that if he was fired, he'd go off the television screen and the person who fired him would stay around and be on and, probably be going, I fired Reginald and everything. Nope, but that would be Carmella. And where's Carmella right now? We have no fucking idea. She's just suddenly fucking vanished. Oh, probably gone to catering. Just why?
Oh dear.
Why? You had her there, and basically she's fired Reginald. That has taken her off TV. Just why?
She's literally lost her. She missed out on the title 2 or 3 times.
Yes, but then she put the blame on Reginald, and then you think, oh, she might have some individual angle, like how Bailey's got her talk show and everything, I believe, Ding Dong and everything. She could be on there. She could be doing her own individual feud. Nope, she's not even there. Basically, it's like, oh, we're coming up to Fastlane. It's not like, Sasha Banks could have her own thing. She can't have her own feud elsewhere. Nope, she's just off the TV. Off the catering.
Oh well. Let's move on. I'm bored of talking about WWE now.
Moving on.
Fuck you, Skeletor. Fuck you, WWE.
Yeah, we hope Dolph Lundgren takes your head off.
Yes, I hope he does.
If he dies, he dies. Anyway, moving on. Let's get on to some more interesting facts, shall we? AEW.
Oh, yeah. Explosive.
Yeah, I see what you did there. Yes, I know everyone's probably going to say that thinking, you're going to poke fun at the fact that, Revolution, the explosion didn't happen. No, we're not.
Actually, no, we're not.
No, we're not. And yes, that actually happened, and we know people in the back are probably upset with the ring hire with the explosive experts and everything, and the technical staff who were doing on it. It happens, goof happens, we know that people were upset about it. Move on.
Yeah, get over it. Let's just put it down to the fact that shit happens. So, let's just put things into perspective here. The ring at the end of the match, Eddie Kingston comes in, dives on top of Jon Moxley, and fairy dust appears from nowhere.
From the corners. Sparklers.
Yeah, sparklers.
But I've got to say this. Yes, a lot of people were upset that we had no, straight away. Why is it that I just heard Marvin the Martian in my head? Where's the kaboom? There's meant to be an earth-shattering kaboom. You know what? I'm never doing voices again. That was terrible.
Yeah, you just butchered that one.
Would you do the honours, please?
No.
Basically, there was no boom.
I'm in too much pain.
There was no big bang, nothing like that. The point being is, they've had to move on. And I have got to say how genius they were about it.
All I will say about it, really, is that the only thing that wasn't genius was the pound shot John Cena's reaction after it happened. It should not have been played off like that. And
but then again,
if Eddie Kingston had any brain cells,
he wasn't looking
in his head.
He was covering somebody.
Come on. It barely even made a farting noise.
He just heard a buzzer go off and thought, react to it. But the thing
He is a fucking buzzer. Oh my God.
Anyway, back to it.
Throwback 90s pound shot John fucking Cena.
Really? Anyway, no, not touching that. Anyway, all I'm just going to say is, he didn't need to react to it, but it happened because, bearing in mind, he didn't have a visual cue. He was having to cover somebody, and he was basically just reacting to what he thought was meant to be on time. Okay, his time was on spot on, just there was no kaboom. Happens. But I have to give credit to AEW, whoever's come up with the idea of how they've linked it and everything. Pure fucking genius. And we are talking chef kiss genius. The fact that you...
I just baked you a cake. Chef kiss.
Pretty much. The reason why I say this is because you got Tony Khan on Impact during his advertisement slot, turn around and says, "We'll find out what happened at the end of Revolution, where we'll probably have an explanation of what about I believe it was Kenny Omega's bad bomb making skills."
Oh yeah, definitely.
Which is funny. And then you get to the Kenny Omega segment where he puts his spin on it and says, "It didn't go off, but here's the thing. When it didn't go off, you all thought, every single one of you, Moxley and Eddie Kingston, you thought your time was off. The spotlight's on you. Your time is done. You're going to go out in a blaze of glory. And we took that spotlight away from you. So you can sit there and pound and shiver and shake and, almost like, oh! And it was like, whoa.
So, moral of the story is, AEW fucked up. The creative writing team, or whoever came up with the idea, come up with a very good idea to cover the shit up, and did 1,000,000 times better than WWE. Well done, AEW.
And it didn't just stop there. Then we had the explanation from Eddie, who actually turned around and used the fact that, hang on, I'm just now thinking, the end is coming, and I thought of the worst bad situation that currently was happening at that time, and lo and behold, I had an anxiety attack. Make no difference. We don't joke about anxiety. Do not joke about anxiety. It's a serious matter. Which straight away is like, ooh, hang on, that's a good hard truth there. What?
I hate to admit it, but you're right.
It's a good truth. And then Moxley turns around and says, "I'm going to be pretty much, for doing this, at least I got my friend back, but I'm going to brain you." Pretty much.
Yeah, that sounds very sexual. Okay.
No,
let's move on.
Okay, I'm just going to end you. There you go. Done.
Thank you.
Anyway, moving on. Right? We then get to the whole segment of where, the fact that you've got Kenny Omega declaring that, Eddie Kingston should get out of his ring because, all the guys in the wrestling ring to get out of the wrestling ring. I will reword that.
Kenny Omega said,
get out of the wrestling ring.
Get out of my ring.
Get out of the wrestling ring. Otherwise, we're going to beat the crap out of you. He doesn't take a shot at him. Mox comes out, and then from earlier on, originally, Christian Cage was meant to be cutting an interview saying why he's there. But it got cut off by Kenny Omega, who says it's not happening. I'm more important. I'm in charge. I am the AEW World Heavyweight Champion. Focus on me. Christian walked down, pretty much refused the handshake from Kenny Omega, ducked the cheap shot that was the attempted cheap shot. Pretty much was about to hit the kill switch or pretty much end him. For Don Callis to make the save and save Kenny Omega and pretty much go, whoa, get out of there. And Christian Cage make his intentions known that he's going for the AEW. And the weird and the scariest thing about it is, he didn't even have to speak a single line.
Good stuff.
Job done. Moving on. But, aside from that, is that only Kenny Omega's challenger recently? No, it's not. Because right now, because we're pre-recorded on Saturday, we don't know what's exactly happening on a big event that is happening for Impact Wrestling, which is Sacrifice. And their main event, which is Rich Swann versus Moose for the Impact World Heavyweight Championship. and also merging Mushi's TNA World Heavyweight Championship into it. So, it's unified, essentially. But more importantly, that's big news, would you say?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's some big news from Impact. It's a big match. How does Impact raise the stakes after that one? Oh, I know how. How about their next pay-per-view, which is, I believe it's something like Rebellion? I think something along them lines, Rebellion. And what is the main event at that pay-per-view? It will be the Impact World Heavyweight Champion versus the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, currently Kenny Omega. And it is for both belts. Winner takes all.
Interesting.
What are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts is Tony Khan is very shrewd, and yeah, I can see the logic behind it. I really can.
Yeah.
I really, really can. Because it just feels to me like an invasion angle again.
And
maybe one that's done right though this time.
Yep, and it's coming across as though Kenny Omega is becoming a belt collector.
Ah.
And we also know that Impact have also got another involvement, another company involved, as well as AEW. Did anybody forget about New Japan? And my theory is, if Kenny Omega takes the Impact World Championship, I can see him going next to New Japan.
Yeah, but if they're all in bed with one another, then together, aren't they? They're going to be sharing talent.
Yeah, but I can see Kenny Omega claiming to take their main championship, who, if I'm not mistaken, is Kenta Ibushi, former tag team partner of Kenny Omega.
We'll see what happens then, won't we, when it comes round?
If that does happen, cue the Philip J. Fry meme at the time.
Take my money.
Please, take my money.
Take my money.
It is interesting, the fact that they're doing an Impact versus AEW. I'm just waiting to see, is this just going to be a small thing? Is it just between the belts? Are they going to escalate it? Is it going to get bigger? Better yet, instead of hearing just our thoughts, we want to hear your thoughts on this as well. What are your thoughts?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, listeners? Let us know. Instead of it just be, us telling us our thoughts, what are your thoughts? Because we want to make it a conversation.
Conversation between me, myself, and everybody else. Me, myself, and I.
Me, myself, and... No. Basically, just it being between us two. Yeah, it's great to hear our thoughts between us. You're hearing our thoughts. But we want to hear your voice. We want to hear your thoughts. What do you think? Do you think it's a step up? Do you think it's a step down? Who knows? Who knows?
Or are you generally excited for what the future holds?
Are you excited? Do you think it's a bad idea? Can you see this going wrong? Who knows? Good, bad, unknown, who cares? We want to hear your thoughts on the situation. Do you agree?
I do, yeah.
It's a good one. But anyway, shall we move on?
Yes, please.
We'll move on. We'll move on straight on to our epic wrestling moment.
Epic.
Epic. And do you know what this week's epic wrestling moment is?
I do believe that it involves a certain Mick Foley.
Also known as Cactus Jack.
Yes, also known as Cactus Jack. I mean, come on, if you're a wrestling fan and you don't know that by now.
In this moment, he's Cactus Jack, though.
In this very moment, he is Cactus Jack, but I shall refer to him as Mick Foley.
Because Foley is God.
Because Foley is God.
Yeah.
How did you know that I was going to say that?
I just did.
Oh, for God's sake.
It's Foley, for God's sake.
It's Mick Foley and Terry Funk.
Yeah. And if you haven't figured it out yet...
This... Was it ECW?
It was ECW.
ECW, and it was one of their many insane matches that they've had together over the years. And yeah, let's just say Devon and Bubba get the tables, Mick Foley and Terry Funk get the chairs.
No, Foley. Throw me a chair!
Yeah.
He got one.
Throw me a chair. Oh, yeah, he got more than he bargained for.
Oh, yeah,
he bit off a bit more than he could chew.
Now, bear this in mind, this is a red-hot ECW crowd.
Red hot. ECW back in the day was insane. The crowds were insane.
Basically, if they hate you, they really hate you.
Yeah, they want to murder you.
If they love you, they'll do anything you request. Now, when a fan favourite is declaring, somebody's throw me a chair, you think, that's what could end up doing. No, the fans took upon himself. I'm going to help someone who I'm a big, massive fan of. Here, Funk, take this chair. And unfortunately, it wasn't one person who threw it. Everyone in the audience almost had the exact same thought.
Bearing in mind that probably everybody was potentially hammered at this point as well.
Oh dear.
So, yeah. It was a tsunami of chairs.
Oh.
It was a fucking tsunami of chairs. Every time I watch this clip, it gives me goosebumps.
Yeah. It does. It just gives you goosebumps seeing it, and it's just... What makes it so weird is, do we call it an epic victory or an epic fail?
I think I would call that a win, because he got
what he wanted.
He got what he wanted. It's just that the opponent was,
battered,
not
bruised, unconscious.
Yeah, I was supposed to say the crowd did it for him.
Battered, bruised, unconscious. Who knows? The match ended up getting thrown out because essentially, near enough every fan threw in a chair. So the ring was filled with metal chairs, and lo and behold, Mick Foley was underneath that.
Mick Foley was buried beneath a mountain of steel chairs.
Yeah, and let me just point this out to you, ladies and gentlemen. Being a wrestler, everyone says, them steel chairs are soft. No, they're not. They are very, very real. And they hurt.
A lot.
And bear in mind, it works because of how it's being done. That's where the magic happens. Just flinging in a chair doesn't mean it's like, incoming! Pretty much chair after chair after chair after chair after chair. And immediately we had Paul Mick Foley, who's getting clamoured and buried by chairs. I'm just saying, wow, I'm so glad he wasn't, he wasn't claustrophobic, or it didn't make him claustrophobic. Because that could have done that. And I'm pretty sure he probably earned himself a concussion from it, maybe. What would you say?
I would say that the first 20 chairs must have fucking sucked.
Yeah, definitely it would have.
Especially if it hits you by one of the corners or one of the legs.
Yeah,
Fucking hell.
definitely, and that's what I mean, and that's the danger of it, especially with it. It's just the fact of, and bearing in mind, even if it doesn't hit you, bearing in mind the fact that them chairs are going to be hitting metal upon metal, that's going to have a certain ring to it as well. So it could also
Yeah.
do. Oof, that could also affect your hearing as well. And also bearing in mind the fact that McFoley didn't, if I'm not mistaken, has half an ear.
Yeah. Also due to another favourite match of his, barbed wire, but yeah.
No, it wasn't. It actually
I
wasn't.
thought it was.
No. Would you like to know what the cause of that was?
I do now, yeah.
It was a match in Germany against Big Van Vader.
Oh, fuck, yeah. It was when he got tangled in the ropes, wasn't it?
Yeah, when he did the infamous McFoley, when he got his head caught and his neck caught in the rope, and Vader felt really guilty after this match.
Probably not the only
Genuinely.
time that Vader did feel guilty about anything, but yeah.
No. This is after show. Of course, after show. He was feeling really, really guilty. And lo and behold, the fact of when he did, Vader was quick enough to, they were quick enough to get onto the rope to pull it apart. The only problem was they didn't. When a rope is really, really tight, it can be painful. Bearing in mind, I've actually had my arm caught in it when you get tangled, and it hurts like a goddamn nightmare. It's painful, very.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
It hurts, and mistakes happen. But with me, it was only on my hand, and it was like, am I going to be losing my hand? No. Lucky enough, I managed to pull my hand out, which I did get a rope burn.
Better than a mat burn.
Funny. Anyway, point being is the fact of, unfortunately, they got it. They managed to get his ear on ice, and they sent it off. The only problem was, when Mick Foley arrived at the hospital, unfortunately, they lost his ear in the transition.
I reckon he got hungry for some pork scratchings.
No.
No.
No. But anyway, point being is, unfortunately, that's the reason why Mick Foley has got, bit of a half ear, and bless the medics doing the magic that they did. Otherwise, Mick Foley would not have had any hearing at all.
Agreed.
Credit to where credit is due on that. Genuinely.
I genuinely think we need to move on.
Yes, and we are going to move on right now, which is on to our non-wrestling topic.
Yeah, let's make this one quick, because it's quite an easy topic, really.
Oh, it's two, actually.
Well, yeah, it's two. But let's make the first one quick.
Yes, pretty much. Because we're just going to get down to... we're pre-recording. It's a Saturday, which means it's the 13th of March, 2021. And you mentioned that today, with being Saturday, was a special day.
Yeah.
It is a special day.
It is. It is.
It is none other than the blog day. It's Saturday.
It is the blog day.
Yes.
Saturday.
We're not going to be Saturday night doing Wakefield either.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
No, we're not doing that. Anyway.
No.
Anyway, point being is, Saturday is special. In case anyone hasn't noticed, it is a special day. It would be none other than James Irvine's birthday.
Birthday.
His birthday. Yes.
I am 35 years young.
Yes. He is.
35 years young.
Yes. He is. Now, everyone's probably sitting there thinking, where's the insult coming? No, he's 35 years young. I'm not insulting him. It's his birthday.
It's my party and I cry if I want to.
I thought you were going to go more like, it's my birthday. But anyway, no.
Yeah, I've done that one already.
Yeah, I thought so. But anyway, point being is, have you had a good birthday today?
I have, yeah. Even though I've been working, it's been a nice day. It's gone pretty quick, but it's been a nice day.
So you had a nice day. Anyway, no. Not going to go down that road.
God's sake. Don't ever moan about my dad jokes ever again.
What?
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Why?
Anyway, point being is, not only is it a special day, and at the same time, I believe you also had some lovely presents.
Yeah.
One of them being
yeah.
standing out amazing hand-baked cake.
Oh, yeah, that was lovely. It's still lovely. I haven't even cut it yet because it just looks too fabulous.
Yeah. Basically, as we did earlier, chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And, of course, you also had another present from your, I believe, your number one fangirl. Fangirls intensifies? Pretty much. Anyway, point being is, all I'm just going to say is, aside from that, you also got a hand-drawn... Well, I'll let you explain it.
Basically, everybody knows that I do voices.
Yep.
I've got a couple of standout ones. Quagmire, Herbert.
Sweet Jesus. Sweet Jesus.
Sweet cherry pie.
Yes, he does many voices. Although, good Lord, I think I would have died if it was your latest one.
Almo.
Yeah, I swear to God,
swear to God, I swear to freaking God, I'm gonna come into your bedroom and gonna slit your fucking throat.
And you have TikTok to thank for that one.
Yeah, I love that TikTok. That's great.
Definitely. But anyway, that aside, the artist has basically made it's your present.
A drawing of Quagmire, but not just any drawing of Quagmire. It is Quagmire with a beard, dressed as a wrestler, with my tattoos.
Yeah.
How fucking awesome is that?
Yes. That is absolutely awesome. I've seen it. If you haven't seen it, if you want to see it, you can check it out on James Irvine's social media. You can also check it out on the Burning Truth social media, of course, because we've even actually shared it out with the birthday message, of course. And we have to thank one person for that one. Massively for making it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is Kira Beeston, who made it.
Kira Beeston.
Yeah. Genuinely, absolute amazing artist. And I will say, if you are looking for some, artwork like in the style of, be it either The Simpsons, many other cartoon characters, give them a quick check out. Amazing work, absolutely brilliant. Does really, really good work. You just need to have a look at this, the James Irvine Quagmire picture, and you can see that they put dedication and hard work into it. But they do more than just that. And I believe she's also a fabulous tattoo artist as well.
Well, I don't know about that, but sounds pretty good to me.
Definitely. And her skills does show. Massively impressive. Highly recommend you check out her social page, of course. Definitely. And I believe she might be even making some commissions on some of the drawings as well.
Yeah, so if you want to check her out and support her, then that'd be fucking amazing.
Yes, of course. And that, of course, with us pre-recording, also does me a massive favour. And, of course, yourself, when you're done at work.
Yeah.
Which is, we get to do something that we don't regularly get to do on a Sunday.
Well, by the time I finish work and got back home, it'll be over.
It won't be over. It'll be possibly halfway through.
Well, it starts at 6.
What? You sure about
that? No, sorry. I was thinking of us then.
That's us.
That's us. Oh, I'm getting so confused. It's been a long day. What can I say? I'm tired now.
I can see you getting cut.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Either that or you'll be playing your infamous game of I Win with them.
Yeah, my infamous game of I Win.
Yes, and that would be none other than, in case if anybody wants to know what the quiz is, it would be the very, amazing quiz that is on Facebook, which is the Alice, who? The quiz is Alice.
Who the
quiz is
Nearly. I nearly came out with it then.
No. I thought I'd even save you there on that one. And I had to save you on that one. Oh no!
Woohoo! Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no! Oh yeah!
I didn't wait for that one. But anyway, that's one topic out the way for the non-wrestling topic. We're going to make this one a bit of a quick one if we can, but it's going to be a bit of a quick topic, but it could lead into potential future conversations. Would you agree?
Yeah, so we've decided that with TBT games coming into fruition, that we may be able to swing certain things in our direction that, be dangling a nice little carrot for everybody, whereas obviously we've been drafted in to play horror games. I'm a PlayStation fan. Matt Burns is an Xbox fan. We don't get involved in the bloody whole game console war. We just play what we play because we like them. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. It doesn't matter if it's got extra gigahertz there or not. Blah, blah, blah. Fuck off. Nobody cares.
Basically, we could sit there and say, oh, this console's better. That console's better. No, this one's a multimedia center. This one's piece. I need to build my own. Doesn't matter. Gaming is gaming.
Gaming is gaming. So
let's all enjoy it.
Anyway, let's go back because I like I say, I'm getting really, really, really sleepy at the minute.
But anyway, we want to hear your thoughts of what is your favourite console. We know that
we want to hear what you prefer to use. We don't want to know the reasons why. We just want to know which one you use, or if you do, just if it's something that's sensible and reasonable, then just say. I mean, for me, PS4. I've had both PS4 and Xbox. I've enjoyed both of them.
Yeah.
I'm now on PS4 because nostalgia.
Yeah.
Pure nostalgia, and certain games are offered on there that aren't on Xbox, which I enjoy more so. So,
yes.
But if I had an Xbox, I'd enjoy the games that are on there. It's just that I wanted to play the PS4s more. That's all.
Yeah, and that's a preference. And same with myself. Like, there's going to be some certain soon exclusives to Xbox, which is, I believe, the Bethesda Softworks, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But then again, that's part of what I'm going to be enjoying down that road. That's going to be the Xbox exclusive games that I'm going to be enjoying. But I'm not withholding from the PlayStation at all, because they've also got their amazing exclusive on there. And this is an interesting fact I'm about to point out, and this is my own thoughts on the whole everyone always has that argument between this console's better, that console's better. The reason my actual pick, I picked the Xbox, isn't because of it's the better console. Would you believe? And this might shock you. I actually think the PlayStation 5, the PlayStation have been producing a better console for quite some time. They have the better graphics, and that's me being honest here. But between the two of them, I think the Xbox is the better media center, which is more suitable for what I use mine for. But that's my personal preference, and that's all it is.
That's all it is, just personal preference. Anyway, leading into TBT gaming, we will be able to share content from both consoles, which is a bonus because prefer PS4, prefer PS4, prefer Xbox, prefer Xbox. Watch either one. I can guarantee you won't be disappointed when it comes along. But we're hoping to add little extra bits. Because obviously when lockdown comes over and it's over, we genuinely would like to get together again and
produce some magic.
Play together. Obviously,
play games against each other. I'm just
it'd be more so playing horror games.
Yeah.
Because we want to entertain you, but also I just think it'd be great if we decided to have a heart attack in our 30s.
I'll just make sure to wear the brown pants.
Yeah, sure to wear the brown pants.
But yeah, genuinely, it's going to be absolutely fun and entertainment all round. But hopefully we should be getting that arranged soon. As for when, we will make a big announcement of it in regards to it.
And just throwing another idea and just give us your thoughts on this, that when we're doing TBT gaming, would you like us to play alongside somebody to interview at the same time? So we scare the shit out of all of us.
Or we could actually introduce some absolutely interesting ideas.
Yeah. So
could create some magical moments.
We're always open.
Why did I just envision us asking a question and then all of a sudden, jump scare coming out of nowhere?
Yeah.
Bad going flying.
See, normally I jump when other people jump. So, more than likely, because I know that you're a little bit of a bitch when it comes to fucking horror movies and horror games.
No, the weird thing about it is, and this is the weird thing about it is, I can watch horror movies without jumping. Horror games just has a whole different thing on me. I don't know what it is.
What he's talking about there, he's just talking about watching The Shining, really. It's quite tame for him.
Really?
Anything else, he wears the brown pants, just in case.
Now, I believe the only series so far I haven't done the brown trousers time is the early Resident Evil series. I'm fine with that. I haven't seen Dad touch the later series. Nope, not yet.
Well, anyway, it's all there. It's all there. We're asking the questions. We just want you to get in touch and let us know.
Yeah.
So I think you want to do the Friday Night at Freddy's. I'm probably going to want to try and go a bit more scarier than that. Maybe switch it up a level. Probably go straight up to 7.
Well,
and potentially poo my pants.
Bearing in mind that I've got a number of scary games ready for it, of course, because there is the Evil Within series, which, in case if anybody has played that is heart-inducing moments alone. if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I hope so. But like I say, I'm going in blind with all this. You know too much. I'm going in blind, so I'm just looking forward to it. But I think for now, for this week, I think that should be it, because I know for a fact I'm getting really sleepy. It's like nearly midnight Saturday night, and I just need to go.
Pretty much. But there's plenty of scary games to pretty much get involved with. There's loads of them. We could even do a Friday the 13th, the game. Which that will produce some absolute laughter on its own. We've also got some Dead by Daylight, which will produce some absolute laughter in its own right. We've also got, I believe, the Dark Pictures Man of Midian, and its Dark Picture series, if I'm not mistaken. But that's just a small tidbit of it, a small tip of the iceberg of scary games to even touch. Would you agree on that?
Sounds good to me.
It's sounding all good. But let me just point this out. We won't just be all doing all scary games, because there's only so many brown pants moments that we can handle, or I can handle, more importantly. We will have some non-scary games, of course, as well. Okay with that?
Absolutely fine and dandy.
Right, moving on. And that's about it on the topics for this week.
A little bit longer than expected.
A little bit longer than expected, but for next week we're going to be doing our usual shtick, which is #winging it.
#winging it.
But just to point out, I believe next week is also going to be a Fastlane. But we're not going to be discussing it on the air. We're going to be putting out our predictions on our blog as regularly scheduled.
So look for it.
So look out for it. It will get revealed shortly. But anyway, that aside, in case anybody wants any plugs or anything, the only plug I'm going to be mentioning for this week is check out Kira Beeston's page for her commissions, and of course check out Alice Who the Quiz is Alice on Facebook tomorrow. Especially on not tomorrow. I say today now. Make sure to check that out, because she's got her regular quiz. And we, of course, also, if anybody wants to see what we're associated with or linked to, we've got all the plugs on our link page, which is on our website, which is, if I'm not mistaken, the website is www.theburningtruthuk.com.
Ka-chinga.
Yeah, and on the website you can listen to current episodes, past episodes, current interviews, past interviews, and many other stuff. You can also check out the links page. You can also, if you wanted to, support us.
How may they support us, Mr. Burns?
We've got a merchandise page. And what can they do on the merchandise page, Vine?
Buy my fucking merch.
Buy our merch, pretty much. Where's my monster? But anyway,
where's my fucking monster?
We can do that. And of course, we're also on social media, which is we're on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and many other sources. You can listen to the current episode and past episodes either through the website, on Spreaker, on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music, Deezer, and of course Google Podcasts.
Google
and other sources. But we are going to say that is all the plugs done, and jump over to our regular scheduled mental health program or section.
Message.
Yes, section.
Message.
Yeah, which is, as always, it is okay to be not okay. Asking for help is never a weakness. And in doing so, you can end up finding out that there's more people who care out there for you.
than what
There
you
is,
realise.
than what you ever realise. And believe me, there is a lot of help out there. There genuinely is. There's a lot of good people out there, and they are ready to help out. And that includes ourselves. We've always got our inboxes open. So if you ever want to send a message, if you want to make just general chit chat or conversation, we're here.
Yeah, true.
We're here.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,
email, message, and everything. Whatever you need to do to contact us, fine. Just we've always got an ear open, always. And of course, we also recommend you to never compare your behind the scenes to other people's greatest hits. Quoted from Tom Campbell of Cultaholic, and I believe he also does some radio shows as well.
Good for him.
Awesome guy. We, of course, always recommend you all to make yourself a priority once in a while. It's not selfish, it's necessary. And especially at this moment in time during the pandemic, if there's anything that you could be, anything that you could be more, please be
more kind.
Please do. Be more kind, my friends. Because at this moment in time, people are in need of help, and a little bit more kindness goes a long way. Would you agree?
Agreed. I agree.
And of course, we also recommend everyone to be excellent to each other. And of course, always follow the Progress and Burning Truth #1 rule.
Don't be a dick.
Pretty much. And
even though I am.
You're not a dick.
No, I'm a penis.
No, you're not.
Oh.
You're not. Because if you were, we'd be borrowing another saying off you know who.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much. Do you want me to just say it?
Yeah, may as well get it out of the way.
Might as well get out of the way. Pretty much, if you're being a dick, get in the bin.
Get in the bin.
Or there's a door, see yourself out.
Get it, got it, good.
Pretty much. Anyway, with all that, we recommend you all to stay well, stay safe, and hopefully, during, in between this episode and the next one, we recommend you check out your local wrestling promotions because they probably need a bit of the help. But make sure to check them out on their social media. And of course, reach out to a friend, a colleague, or someone you haven't spoken to in a long while, be it either through phone call, message, or even social media, whatever it is, that help could actually make their day. But, thank you very much. But with that, thank you very much for listening to this episode. I've been Matt Burns.
I have been a very, very sleepy boy, James Irvine.
The birthday boy, of course.
Birthday sleepy boy.
Sleepy boy. But anyway.
Aww.
And while Irvine's about to catch some disease, we hope you all stay well, stay safe, and of course it has been emotional. I will catch you on the next episode, or even the next interview, of course, which will be out on Why Wednesdays.
Why Wednesdays?
Of course. But until then, stay well, stay safe, and we'll catch you later.
Bye-bye now.